Well, hello everybody! Welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And I'm in the garden house because we have been tabled. Yes. That's what the hole in the center was all about. So anyway, I had these 4 chairs that look like they just fit out here. So they fit out here. Now, I want to show you something that's a optical delusion. Let me come on over here because this is where I noticed it from. Look at that table, and doesn't it look like it's slanting down this way? Yeah, I know. It just looks that way. You see my level sitting on the table, right? So, we come around here and we look at the bubble in there, and the bubble looks okay. So we switch this way, and the bubble looks okay. So I leveled it by marking where I wanted the height of the table to be, and then going down 1.5 inches because of the thickness of the table. And then I used the level to draw a line all the way around the 4x4. And then I set the piece in place and anchored it. And when I stepped back, I went, what the heck? How did I screw that up? But it's not screwed up. It's just an optical illusion or delusion. So anyway, it's level is the important thing, because you don't want to set your drink on there and then have the drink, the liquid in the drink looking sloped, right? Or put a marble on the table and it roll down and off the edge. It's kind of weird, just strange. So anyway, it's solid. It's set in place. I'm going to get some more of the Minwax acrylic, and I'm going to clean these chairs up and put a nice coat on them, because they've been out in the weather now for a bunch of years, probably 8 years now. So they could probably use a good tightening up all the screws, and then coating them with a good well, clean them first and then coat them with a good coat of Minwax acrylic. So I did coat the bottom, and all the parts are all coated, so we're set. I think one of the things that makes this table look weird is that the ground here slopes downhill this way. So what I might end up having to do is setting a box of 2x4s around the outer edge here, and go back far enough so you can slide your chair back without it going off the edge, and then pouring concrete there for a concrete base where you can, it'll lift the chairs up a little bit higher, and it'll all be level on the ground, so that the distance between the table and the chair here is greater than the distance between the table and the chair here. This is my seat. I claimed it. All right, so I gotta do a watering in here before I go in for the night. Looks like my garlic is weeping garlic right now. It looks like it wants a little water. Tomatoes, I mean, they had to grow a foot overnight. Just amazing at how they're growing. It's just great. I love it. So the other thing is, I got to show you this, and you're going to love this, especially Narelle. She's going to like it. No, it has nothing to do with my Swiss chard. But I decided that it was time to dig in to the potatoes. So that's what was in this plant. And there's a bunch of little ones. That plant only had a couple on it. I didn't pull up that plant yet. Something's eating the heck out of it. And I haven't found any caterpillars or anything on it. So I don't know what's munching away on it. So let's see. I thought I saw something right there, but nope, that's nothing. So anyway, when I do the next video of finishing this off, I will dig that plant out too, because that's the last one in this bin. Now, all these little tiny ones right here, those, you say, well, that's a waste. No, those are potato seeds. See, these, well, not that one because of the darkness on it, but this size is good. I can use those, and even these are going to go in my pot roast, which I screwed up today. I just decided I was going to take a nap, and I forgot that by noontime I needed to get the pot roast going because it's a 4-hour thing. And 4.5 hours with the prep time. But I took a nap, and I overslept the nap. Instead of just an hour nap, I took a 2-hour nap. So it's too late to do the pot roast tonight. I wouldn't have it done and ready to eat until 8:30, close to 9 p.m. That's not going to work. So I'm going to make a quick cheeseburger for myself tonight with some homemade French fries, and that will be enough to get me through the night. And then tomorrow I've got a reminder set on my phone for 11:30 to start prepping the pot roast. So anybody want to see how that pot roast is made, leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. So this is the potatoes that were in this group. I got one more plant over there I didn't get to yet, but this is pretty much what was in here. And again, these little ones, those are potato seeds. Now what I do with those little potato seeds is I'll put them inside of a plastic bag with a piece of newspaper in the plastic bag with it, and then I'll stick a slice of onion inside that bag, and I'll put it in the bottom of my pantry and put a reminder. I see another potato down there. And put a reminder on my calendar to check them on a certain day, and they should have sprouts coming out of them, and then they're ready to replant. I do want to add some other stuff to the soil to loosen it up a little bit, because it does get compacted, and that when the soil gets compacted and it's hard, that'll keep the potatoes from growing bigger, and you get small potatoes. I need something in there with perlite, a good mixture of perlite mixed into that soil to keep that soil soft and loose. You can use sand too if you want. Sandy, silty soil, it works just great. You want the water to be able to get down to the roots, to the tubers, and you want don't want it to compact where the potato has to work to expand to get bigger. So I just threw those in there last year. There's a potato peels and that stuff, just because I didn't know it was going to be a good growing year. All right, everybody, I'm going to cut this one off and get the garden hose going. And for those of you who don't know, and I'll be doing this soon here too, there's my pump. That's what gives me water pressure here. Okay, and I take the water out of those totes over there, or that tote right there. And by flipping the switch, you hear the pump pops up the pressure. Then I can take my garden hose like this. Oh. Okay, and then hit the switch, and I got plenty of pressure. So just about like that, and it's like raindrops keep falling on my head. Yep. Oh yeah, I also tomorrow when I come in to gather up the potatoes, I'm also going to have to pick a whole bunch of peas, because they're going to start drying out now, because it's getting hotter, and peas are a cool weather plant. So once it starts getting hotter, the plants are going to quit producing. There'll be no more flowers on them. And then the peas that are on there, if I don't get them off, are going to start getting firm. And the pods will start turning brown or tan, and they'll dry out. Now I'm going to leave a few on there so that I get seeds for the next batch. And I can't plant them until cool weather comes around. Okay, so I'm going to get everything watered here, go inside and make myself a burger. So thanks for joining me, everybody. This is G Bear signing off.